Shalom. First of all, let's start by giving praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Akakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Archim doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Just a quick one, entitled U.S. Citizens Disenchanted. And what you got right now is a lot of people losing faith in the American presidency by Trump. Okay, and he has people for and against him in the decisions that he's making for the country. All right, and the American public are divided, all right, in opinions about Trump. Some want him to stay in office, and some don't want him to stay in office. You know, some reasons why they want him to stay in office is because they believe that he's for the good of the economy. Again, a lot of these alternative media channels pretty much go into the downfall of the dollar and its inevitability of a doomed economy. Some say he's good for the economic war, which is pre-full-fledged war, and the sanctioning of other countries, and trying to dominate other powers or authorities of other countries, governments. But ultimately, there's a divide. Okay, people have been excluding the dollar because of the sanctions against their countries and doing business in other ways, trading gold and so forth. In fact, his decisions even strengthen other nations' relations amongst each other, all right, which now evidently so have one common enemy. U.S. citizens also feel threatened because of Trump's actions abroad, all right. They also feel like there's an imminent threat of a terrorist attack on their own land, in their own country, all right. Especially with regards to the military presence in Iraq, in which the U.S. has been and other entities have been asked to leave, and the U.S. has refused, all right, threatening with sanctions and action because of the air base that they invested in Iraq, so they refused to leave. And also the killing of General Soleimani of Iran, that created a lot of tension and the more closer possible threat of World War III. Now, also, the Iranian government retaliated on a U.S. airbase in Iraq. Now, there's recent news, I believe on RT, when you go into it, if this thing will load. The internet's terrible here. Shalakia. I doubt I'm going to find it, brothers, but you can look it up. There's many people with brain damage and so forth because of the retaliation on the airbase. Okay? And what you're going to have is people condemning the actions of Trump, because many, people are affected by his decisions, which had he not made those decisions, they wouldn't have had these serious repercussions, especially upon the men of their military. It could have been avoided. So that's going to create some anxiety and disenchantment amongst the American public. Now, this is the definition of disenchantment. It says cause someone to be disappointed. And a lot of the US public are disappointed in Trump because they had a lot of hope invested into him, you know, as they do with their, you know, when they're coming into office, they breathe a lot of hot air into the minds of the public, you know, and never really truly do what the public want them to do. It says, disappointed by someone or something previously respected or admired. And he was admired by a lot of people, and a lot of people are now starting to turn their heads at him. Alright, because all it boils down to is the fact that no matter what they voted him into office for, if he keeps on poking at this war, alright, and doing things which are not expedient, they won't have any point in their livelihoods or their hope, you know, because, you know, the country will be at war, and, you know, we all know what comes with the territory of war, which is death. So let's go from here to my next point. Other things that they're disenchanted about is the loaning of US military to the Saudis. A lot of British nationals, you know, are unhappy about, you know, their children or whoever their relatives and whatnot, you know, fighting wars or doing the bidding of foreign entities. Pretty much all this is just going to contribute to the uprising of the people, and people basically, the more their civil liberties are violated and what they want doesn't take place, you know, the people are going to resent the authorities and then take action in the form of violent protesting and protesting in general. Alright, so with that, let's get a couple of scriptures, man. Let's look for Matthew 12 and 26. This is Matthew 12 and 26. It says, when Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Yeah, so pretty much the US public, these Edomites, the ones that are against Trump, and all these other ones that are against, they're pretty much against each other, being the decisions of the leadership of their country, and they're unable to stand together in unity, which is part and parcel of the Lord's plan, in which, you know, these people being divided is part of their demise and their weakness. From here, let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's get 2nd Esdras 15 and 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes. Alright, and there's going to come a time where people are fed up and they're not going to regard the authorities, and even down to having open carry and gun laws and so forth, which is happening right now in the US. A lot of the people are standing up against the commands or the demands of the government. So that's a sign of escalation, you know, to prophecy being fulfilled. Where were we? Verse 16. It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Alright, so it's going to get a really desperate situation where the people are just going to let loose, man. There's a lot of civil unrest in the cities. Now, from here, let's go to second as just 9 and 3. In fact, let's hold on to that. Just a quick search. Let's look for reasons why Trump is hated. What's happened there? Let's try something else. Let's try this one. We're having problems with the internet, Akim, so that's something you brothers can do, and look up these various different reasons in the news and so forth. The internet's not too good, so forgive me for that. Let's go to the last scripture, man. End it on that. Let's go to second Esdras 9 and 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars, start from 2. Start from 1. And he said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. I'm talking about Heavenly Father. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and we're seeing the evidence of those times right now. You've got the protests against Trump to get him out of office. Then you've also got this issue with the gun laws. In general, protesting around the 4 corners of the world. So we're in that time. From here, just wanted to mention one last thing, man, that the fact of the matter is, after all is said and done, whether Trump is or isn't the man to do it, to make the World War III happen, prophecy will be fulfilled and Babylon will be America, which is Babylon, modern day Babylon, alright? America's going to be destroyed. And that will be the end of Esau's kingdom. So anyway, in fact, let's see if I can get a scripture. Can't find what I was looking for, but anyway, with that, brothers, man, we're in that time, man. Alright, so stay circumspect, keep watching the news, and until the next video, I'm gonna say shalom, shalom.